Hello and welcome back to the FloRugby channel. Today we're diving into one of the wildest rounds of rugby we have seen in the BKT United Rugby Championship, round 16. It had everything: upsets, comebacks, statement performances and a major shake-up in the top 8. If you're a fan of unpredictability, this was your weekend. Let's start with Friday night, a night that set the tone for the chaos to come. First, the Vodacom Bulls marched into Glasgow and completely dismantled the Warriors with their power game. That's not something many teams manage, especially not at Scotstoun. But the Bulls were relentless, powerful at scrum time, disciplined in defence and clinical when it mattered most. They only had 39% possession, but it didn't matter. Their pack crushed it with a perfect record at scrum time, and 9 players made 13 or more tackles. A team built for knockout rugby, no doubt, this season. Next, Cardiff. What a night in the capital. The Arms Park was rocking as Cardiff took down Munster in a game that had both controversy and courage. Johan Mulder's try raised a few eyebrows. Yes, Tyg Byrne was clearly obstructed in the build-up, but Cardiff were full value for their win. They frustrated Munster's line-out all evening, matched them physically and seized every opportunity. That result wasn't just big for Cardiff, it sparked something across the entire Welsh rugby landscape throughout the weekend. Speaking of heartbreak, spare a thought for Zebre Parma. They were moments away from a rare win before Edinburgh struck in the 82nd minute to snatch a draw. For Italian rugby, it was a blow. For Edinburgh, it was a narrow escape. On Saturday, the momentum kept rolling. The Lions looked like a team transformed as they tore apart Connacht. 1 week after being thumped by Benetton, they responded with grit and power, exposing Connacht's lacklustre defence once again this season. Then came the Stormers. If you want a complete performance, rewind and watch what they did to Benetton. 56-5. That's not just a win, that's a warning shot. Sasha Feinberg Mgomazulu ran the show. Their breakdown work was textbook and their attack flowed like it was pre-season training. That win rocketed them into 6th position and positioned them maybe as the most dangerous side in the competition right now. And then came the cherry on top. Well, if you're Welsh, that is. What a weekend it was for Welsh rugby. For the first time in what feels like forever, the Welsh regions beat 2 Irish sides in the same weekend. The Scarlets were sensational against Leinster, breaking down what has been the stingiest defence not only in the URC but in European rugby this season. 7 line breaks, over 300 post-contact metres and 4 tries. It was the Scarlets of old. And not far away, the Ospreys put a cricket score on the Dragons, keeping themselves firmly in the playoff hunt. After a rough couple of years, Welsh rugby fans finally had something to celebrate, and there are some serious shoots of positivity across the whole region. But for the Irish provinces, it was a weekend to forget. All 4 teams lost, a stat that almost never happens. Munster's form has nosedived since their famous La Rochelle win. Their line-out is a mess, despite having top-tier jumpers in Tyg Byrne, Gavin Coombs and Jean Klein. You name it, it's not a player issue, it's structural and it needs fixing fast. Connacht, arguably the most disappointing of the lot. They showed no resistance against the Lions, conceded too many penalties and looked flat across the board. Leinster, they rested their top squad for Europe, but that doesn't excuse the lack of cohesion and poor discipline. 11 penalties in a match like that, it's just not good enough on the road. Ulster at least showed some fight. They started brilliantly against the Hollywood Bet Sharks, racing to a 19-0 lead, but then the power game from the South African side kicked in and Ulster couldn't hold them out. Still, there is lots of promise in what Richie Murphy is building in Belfast. With a few smart signings, they could be a real threat next season. So what does it all mean? Well, with just 2 rounds remaining, the playoff race is still wide open. South Africa has 3 teams in the top 8, including 2 in the top 4. Welsh rugby is no longer just surviving, it's swinging, and Irish rugby, for now, it's licking its wounds. That was round 16. Wild, unpredictable, and unforgettable. Let us know in the comments which result shocked you the most and who you think has the edge heading into the playoffs. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit those likes and subscribe buttons, and remember, make sure you leave that comment about which result shocked you the most over the weekend. If you're interested in the United Rugby Championship, the Top 14, Super Rugby Pacific, the Investec Champions Cup and EPCR Challenge Cup, and much more, make sure you check out the FloRugby subscription packages. Thanks again for watching the video.